If you have a bad habit that you feel total shame about and that you want to hide and that you're making it, I'm going to say you make it mean there's something wrong with you. If you have a habit that you really desperately want to stop and put down forever and you're struggling to do that, this is for you. Welcome to the So Much Awareness. I recently had a call with, I got on a call with someone who is younger, who is using food, binging. And it made me think back to when I was 18 and I was desperate for help, wallowing in shame, thinking that there was something desperately wrong with me. I wasn't like the other kids. I couldn't stop eating. And I walked into a therapist's office who actually worked for a local eating disorder clinic. My parents did not know I did this. We had no health insurance. I was so desperate at 18, I walked into a therapist's office. And I sat down, and every week I was going to see her. My parents did not know. I was desperate for relief. And every week we talked about a food log and what I was eating and when I was eating and how I was feeling when I was eating. And then more food log, and then tracking patterns in my eating, and I couldn't stop eating, which just perpetuated the shame, perpetuated that there was something wrong with me, because every time I walked into her office, it was more of the same, which more for me, she was the professional. And so it perpetuated there was something wrong with me. Here's the difference today. I ended up on this call with her, and in 20 minutes, I was able to get to the root of why she's eating. 20 minutes. I was with this woman for 18 months. We never got to the root. We never got to the root. From a professional who worked for an eating disorder clinic. And I left her office after 18 months, still wallowing in shame, still eating, still feeling like now there's proof that there's something wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with you. You are using a habit to cope, to feel safe, to regulate your nervous system, and there's nothing wrong with you. It's a behavior pattern that was created over time and from a belief that you need to do this to survive, to reel yourself in, to cope. If you're living in overwhelm and then you're using food or wine or something like that as a habit, there's nothing wrong with you. Shame will keep you in the problem. I couldn't believe that I was able to articulate to this young person who had never been on a call with a therapist. I was able to dismantle shame in 20 minutes and get to the root of why binging was happening. And I saw her face relax. And I am so grateful that I was one of the first people that she was put in front of that talk about her binge eating with. Because I didn't get that. It took me, even through recovery, there was shame. Right? It took me over 30 years. And so what I want to offer to you is there's nothing wrong with you. You're using a coping mechanism that's coming from your nervous system, and your brain is running the show from your nervous system internally to get you to do things that you don't want to do. It's not the food. It's not the money. It's not the overspending. It's not whatever is causing shame in a habit you have. It's not the habit. There's a root underneath of why you're doing it. And it's not coming from you. You're not doing it consciously. It's coming from your nervous system. It's running the show from fear of lack of safety. There's nothing wrong with you. Nothing in us is broken. And I'm so grateful that I was able to say that to this young person. Because of course, when you are 18, 19, 20, 21, and you're getting on a call at 50, 55, 60, when you're getting on a call and you just can't stop eating, and there is so much shame in that. And then I enter the picture and I'm able to dismantle it and articulate it very quickly of what's going on at the root. I needed that at 18 and I never got it from a professional. There's a reason for the eating. There's a root cause. Nervous system dysregulation. Telling the brain to go get safety quickly. My brain learned to go to food. Your brain is learning to go to X, whatever that is. It is not your fault. And if you continue to think that something is wrong with you and you have to be fixed, you're going to sit in stopping the habit. More pressure, more discipline, more structure, more. And that's not it. Your body needs to feel safe exactly where you are, who you are. And that is the work I do with my clients. That is the work that healed me and continues to heal me. None of it is linear. My brain will still offer me to eat. It will. But it's not as loud, and I catch it instantly. That is healing. That is growth. It's how fast you can return back to yourself. That's it. So I just needed to share that for someone who needed to hear it. That it is my mission to make sure every human on this planet knows that nothing in you is broken. Because now I am a shame expert. I work predominantly with people in shame. And one of my coach friends just said to me, aren't we all in some type of shame? Maybe, yeah. But I can help, I articulate it in a way that helps you dismantle it. Because if you are sitting in deep shame and you continue to sit in deep shame, the shame says you can't tell anybody. Shame says no one can know. And that's the lie. That will keep you in the pattern. And I am here to be the voice of the inner truth that there is nothing wrong with you, that it's a coping mechanism, and that when we can pull out the shame, we can look at it as information. Your body needs something, and it's not the food. It's just whatever the habit is. It's just going to that immediately because that's what's been going on and keeping you alive and functioning. But your body needs other things. Your body needs to feel safe in exactly who you are today. And I am broken will keep you out of that. I'm broken is like, oh, we got to go find. Which is what the body is using to keep you safe and keep you going because it thinks that that's what's kept you alive. So I feel like I've repeated myself, but that's what rewires the nerve. That's what rewires the neural pathways is constant hearing it over and over. So I hope this lands for you. And if you're ready for something different, if you're ready for help, then reach out. But I hope that next time you pick up that bad habit, you have some compassion for yourself because that's my goal. My work is paved with roads of love and compassion and curiosity. No shame, no judgment. It is all information of why we have a setback, of why we're doing what we're doing, why we're not doing what we want to do. It's all curiosity because we're all capable. We're all capable. We're all capable of not ever picking up that bad habit ever again. You are too. We're all human beings. It's just information of why we're moving in the opposite direction of what we want to move. So my videos end up being really long. I don't want them to be, but I just talk. So I'm wishing you all a beautiful week, and I just wanted to connect that information.